In this exercise tutorial, I'm going to be taking you through how to do a wide grip incline bench press on the Smith machine. Now, as a trainer, if I've got somebody that I'm looking to do the incline version of the bench press on the Smith machine, I'm looking to work the upper fibers of their chest and the anterior shoulder. Dependent on the client and their wingspan, how big they are, depends on if I put them into a low incline or a higher incline. The higher the incline, the more emphasis on the upper chest and shoulders. Now, when I'm setting this up, I've got loads of clients of all different shapes and sizes. So how, as a trainer, do I know how to set up all these different parts of the Smith machine, the bar, the bench, and also the stopper here? So I want to put the bench in the middle of the Smith machine. I then want to make sure that when the client is laying down, if they do a full arm extension, just before that full arm extension is where this bar is. And of course, I want to lock it into place so it's not going to come down. I would start with no weight on the bar just to make sure that it was in the right position. And I want the stopper to be just above their chest. So this means that they get into the habit of, one, setting it up, and two, if they're doing it without me, where the bar gets stuck at the bottom, maybe they're doing a new weight for the first time or overloading and trying to progress. I don't want that bar stuck on their chest. I want the bar to come onto the stopper, which should be just above chest height. And then of course, when they bring the barbell down, it means that if they get into trouble and they can't push from that bottom position, I can bring the bench out. So I'll show you how to exit that if that happens. So firstly, feet on the floor. Make sure you don't hit your head on the barbell. I'm going to bring my shoulders back and come into a real wide position with my hands. So the medium version of the grips is hands just wider than shoulder width apart. Anything wider than that would be classified as that wide grip variation. From here, I'm going to come all the way down. I want to make sure that the barbell is in line with nipple line. So for me, I'd have to come a little bit further up, and I push straight up and back down. So breathing in on the way down and out on the way up. If the bar is not in line with nipple line, if it's too high or too low, that would be an indication that I would need to bring the bench a little bit further forwards or a little bit further back. Now, let's say, for example, you've now set all this up. You're going to put a load of heavy weights on the bar. Let's say you're on your own. You're in your wide grip variation, you come down, and then at this point you get stuck. Well, without the stoppers, you're just going to be here trying to lift that barbell up. With the stoppers, you can bring them above the height of your chest, so that if you get stuck, you'll see the bar is now above my chest. I can now just move myself out of position should I get stuck. So, simple cues are: bench in the middle of the Smith machine. You want to set up the bar to be just short of full arm extension. These are set up, if you need them, just above the chest to stop the barbell from being on your chest if you're doing a really heavy weight. And of course, you want to make sure the bench is up for your incline and you've got your hands wider than shoulder width apart for the wide grip variation of the Smith machine bench press. You'd repeat that for your desired amount of sets and repetitions.